Accumulators are devices that store energy in the form of fluid under pressure. Because of their ability to store excess energy and release it when needed, accumulators are useful tools for improving hydraulic efficiency. Industrial hydraulic accumulators are typically classified as hydropneumatic. This type of accumulator applies a force to a liquid by using compressed gas. The two most common types of hydropneumatic accumulators are the bladder-type accumulator and the piston accumulator. The name of each type indicates the device separating gas from liquid. A hydropneumatic accumulator has a fluid compartment and a gas compartment with a gas-tight element such as a bladder separating the two. The bladder is charged through a gas valve at the top of the accumulator, while a poppet valve at the bottom prevents the bladder from extruding into the pressure line. The poppet valve is sized so that the maximum volumetric flow cannot be exceeded. To operate, the bladder is pre-charged with nitrogen to a pressure specified by the manufacturer according to the operating conditions. When the system pressure exceeds the gas pre-charge pressure, the poppet valve opens and hydraulic fluid enters the accumulator. The change in gas volume in the bladder determines the usable volume or useful fluid capacity. Now that our accumulator is charged with stored energy, watch it discharge and use the stored energy to accomplish work. Now that you have seen how the accumulator stores and releases energy, click on Full Sequence to watch the whole animation uninterrupted. In this learning lab, you will see how an accumulator functions within a system. Accumulators store energy that can be used during power failure or when additional energy is needed. Click the Motor On button to charge the accumulator. Once the accumulator is charged, click Motor Off to turn the motor off and simulate a power outage. Notice how the fluid is stored within the system. When the valve is shifted, the stored energy will be released. In certain situations, additional flow may be needed. An accumulator can be used to supplement flow rate of the pump. Click the Motor On button to charge the accumulator. Now that our accumulator is charged and the pump is running, notice that it has de-stroked. Click on the Shift Valve button to see the accumulator discharge, combining with pump discharge to increase the flow in the system. Notice how this additional flow will